What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. This is going to be Put a Ring on It, Season 1, Episode 3. So, last week, Ulysses and his girlfriend, I forget her name, they're not going to continue with the process because of what's going on with them personally, with her dad, not doing very well, and them needing to really focus on that. So we have a new couple, Tamika and Vince. And listen, let me tell y'all something. After watching this episode, here's what I'm going to say. All y'all need to break up. Just all y'all need to break. It's a lot. So Tamika and Vince, they've been dating for 2 years. And Tamika basically has caught Vince cheating. Now, she can dress it up. She can make it what it is. Now, in the beginning, I was sort of working with it because I was like, well, when you first meet somebody, you're dating multiple people, and sometimes it might take a little bit longer than you want it to sort of dissolve them old relationships when you decide to be with one person. Okay, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. But then later on in the episode, she tells us a story about this other chick that he was messing with, that he claimed it was over with. The chick is crazy. It was done. It was this. It was that. Come to find out, he lied to her one weekend and said that he was going out of town. He's a photographer on a photo shoot or something. And he went to Chicago with the girl and her family. And the girl then provided all sorts of receipts to prove that that's where he was, the itinerary, the plane, and all that stuff. And he won't admit it. And her thing is, he just won't admit to me that it was what it was. And I'm thinking to myself, then why are you with this man? It's 2 years. Y'all ain't divested. If in 2 years' time, you have caught him cheating at least twice with the same woman. The first one, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt because it might have been a little bit of overlap. But that second one, that's very blatant. Why y'all here? And then y'all come on a show where you going to date other people to figure out if y'all want to be together. He already been dating other people. Then we have Hollywood and Ashley. Listen, I said what I said last week, and I feel the same way I feel. Although I understand where Ashley is coming from and how Ashley feels, at a certain point, she's going to have to forgive him or move on. Like, it's just that. And she's saying, well, you just have to wait. I waited for you. You just got to wait for me until we figure it out. And I'm just like, that's no. I mean, yes, but no. She said they dated for 5 years before he even proposed. And then when he proposed, he said he felt like it was an ultimatum given to him. So he proposed to you because you gave him an ultimatum, basically, the way he interpreted it. I don't know what you said, but the way he heard it was, either you need to propose or we breaking up. And so he didn't want to lose you because he does love you, but he wasn't necessarily ready to get married. So he proposed. He let you go through the process of planning a wedding and then realized, I can't go through with this. I'm not ready. Now, I know that was very hurtful to you, but like I said last week, I would much rather him have said that before the wedding. The question, though, is why y'all still together? Because she was saying that she was embarrassed and humiliated. I guess her dad has passed away throughout this process, so now she was like, my dad will never be able to walk me down the aisle. Like, you robbed me of that. Like, every time I think about the proposal and everything, it's all just tainted. I get it. I get it, Ashley, but I guess I'm sitting here and I'm listening when y'all were going through y'all therapy session with Dr. Nicole, and I'm thinking, then why are y'all still together? I don't feel like y'all need to break up. And break up and see if y'all really miss each other. You know what they say about let the bird go and if the bird come back it was yours. Listen, and I don't know if y'all did or not, but I feel like y'all need a break from each other. I know y'all love each other. I absolutely know y'all love each other, but I feel like y'all need a break. And Ashley, when he not there in that bed every night with you, and he not right there with you, you see how much you really miss him and how much you really love him. I bet you, because I feel like y'all should be together. I'm just saying, I think that y'all need to, because Hollywood is basically at the point where he like, listen, how long do I have to pay? And either you gonna forgive me or you not. And if you ain't gonna forgive me, then we need to just move on. And I feel the same way, Ashley. Like, I get it. You can't rush somebody's process on how and when they decide to forgive you. But at the same time, I guess how long is it gonna take? I mean, if it's been 2 years, that's a long time to make somebody. And the last thing somebody wants is for it to be thrown in their face every time they screwed up, and for it to be thrown in their face. You screwed up. You screwed up. You screwed up. You screwed up. Like, nobody want that thrown in their face all the time, Shay and Michael, y'all already know how I feel about the two of them. Shay, girl, you telling Michael you want to be engaged this year and be married by next year, and he is telling you that that's not what he wants. That is not in his timeline. That is not what he's ready for. Again, do I think he cares about her? I sure do. Do I think he's ready to get married? No. Nope. Now, Shay says that at the end of this process, if he doesn't propose and she's ready to move on, I hope you mean it. Now, in this episode, everybody goes on a date. There's no ladies or guys. Everybody's going on a date. The first date we see is Ashley. Ashley goes out with an artist. Listen, he seems like a really nice guy, and him and Ashley seem like they really have chemistry. But child, Ashley ain't going nowhere. He seemed really nice though, and I think if Ashley were single and really her heart was really single, I think they might have maybe had a little chemistry and maybe could have seen where that whole thing would go. But I don't think. Listen, excuse me, I'm sorry. And he seems like a really nice guy. Like I hope that he goes on one of these other little dating shows because he seemed real cute. But and they had a good date. Now they didn't show us whether Ashley wants to go on a second date or not. We didn't get to that this episode, but I will be very curious to see if Ashley decides to go on a second date. Okay. Then we saw Shay go out on her date, and she went bowling. And again, I feel like they had a lot of chemistry too. And she said, in the beginning, she was being really nice because she wanted to make Michael jealous. Shay, Michael don't care. You trying to make him jealous of what? What, when he see the show play back? Because he wasn't there. How he gonna be jealous of it? And he don't care. Did I say he don't care? But she said as the date went on, she started to really feel like, open up and feel like, hey, maybe I could, kind of, we did kind of connect and sort of vibe a little bit. I feel like Shay gonna get his phone number and put it in her back pocket and break in case of emergency. I'm just saying, I don't know, because I feel like you're gonna be calling him. That's just how I feel. Now the new couple, Tamika goes out on her date first. Now Tamika says, listen, I'm very immature. Insecure and very controlling, and that's not who I was before I got into this relationship, and I don't like being that person. She went on her date. Now her date was extra. I don't know. Listen, he was real extra. I don't know if he was nervous. I don't know if he was trying too hard, but he was doing a lot, and and she said she was nervous and she felt sort of weird or whatever. The biggest thing is she was more concerned about his date than she was necessarily concerned about her date. And she goes back home to tell him, she's telling him about how her date went and all this other stuff. And baby, the doorbell rings. And who's at the door? His date. Listen, she was not feeling it. She wasn't here for it. Listen. I mean, it was a lot. And again, I don't feel like this is probably the best place for the two of them, considering their issues and her issues. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But that's where the episode ended. This is a short review because it wasn't really a whole lot there, y'all. It just wasn't. But that's where, listen, I just think all the couples need to break up. I'm just saying. Anyway, talk to y'all later. Peace.